Hi everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demo in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm here every Tuesday with my sweet husband Steve.
Hi everybody.
And on really special occasions, my sweet daughter-in-law Amy. Sean and Amy are here from Texas, and they're here for what, 10 days this time?
10 days.
And it is always a party when Sean and Amy are here. We end up playing cards till 1 o'clock in the morning, going to the state fair, doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So we are thrilled when they're here, and we're thrilled you're here tonight. Steve, can we have comments over here on this screen?
Yes, you can.
See,
Hold on.
Amy, Steve likes to talk to everyone, and then I sit over here thinking, I hope someone's here tonight.
Well, these are my friends. I'm the one that's talking to them.
He doesn't want me to talk to anyone. Well, we are so thrilled you're here. Karen and Bev and Angie and Kimberly and Janice and Chris.
Aurelia.
Yes, and or I always say your name wrong. Or how do you say it?
Or Leah.
Or Leah. So thank you for being here. Please tell us what you're up to. What are we up to, Amy? We're going to the state fair.
We've been to the fair, had some fried food on a stick.
Sean and Amy and Steve and I went to a concert in the fair Friday night, and we tried the top 3 fair foods. Well, we split them because they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Lobster tail was $20.
$20,
Yeah. But please tell us what you're up to. Look at that. Bev is saying, hi, Amy. Nice to see you again. Yes, we love it when Amy's here. So, you guys, we're doing another stamp camp. This is the last stamp camp that I know of that I'm involved with for 2024. And it is the Reindeer Days Suite. So if you would like to participate, you buy $90 or more of product from me. What you need to make the cards for the stamp camp is the Reindeer Fun stamp set and dies. This awesome Forever Plaid, it's hard to see it without a background, isn't it? Forever Plaid embossing folder, it's the big one. These great embellishments. Amy's going to show you something with the box and the peppermints and the plaid, and also the designer series paper. So you order all those things, it adds up to $90. You guys look at this paper. Isn't it fun? Not all the pieces are here. We've been using these, haven't we, Amy?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite one?
I think I really like this one, the blue one.
Isn't that cute?
I like the snowman reindeer, or reindeer snowman.
It is just darling. Now, you notice there's only half pieces here. I ordered everything for my fall mini catalog shares. If you're a demo, I'm going to sell 7 demo shares, and then I keep one. So I'm like, okay, Amy, we can only cut from these half sheets because I don't want to cut your paper. I know Bridget wanted one. Don't want to cut your paper. Look, Amy's dad is here. Hello,
Hi,
Craig. We are happy
And
you're
Mommy,
here too.
She's probably watching too with him.
And Debbie. Okay. So anyway, that is what the suite is, and I'm going to make a card showing that, and then Amy will make a box with that tonight. Super fun. So this is the first card that I made for tonight. It's for my pal's blog hop tomorrow. It says, you make me feel like glitter in the sun. And then it opens up like this. Isn't that fun? And it says, you're the best. And there's lots of sparkles, silver embossing and rhinestones. So I decided this afternoon I would remake this same fun fold, but I would do it with the Reindeer Days Suite. And I will show you, I like to make a template. So this is my template for the card. Now every time I want to make this card, I'll just get this out of my file, and you can make it over and over again. Bev says she wants, yes. Have you set the price yet, Bev? I've worked really hard on the price. And I've also played lots of euchre and lots of Monopoly Deal. We did fire pits. I had all my kids home this weekend. So I'm sorry. I meant to get it done by tonight, but it's going to be done soon,
She's been
I promise.
too busy winning at all of these games, by the way.
Okay, so Steve and Amy are partners. And every night when it's time to play euchre, I say, Amy, would you like to switch partners? And what do you say?
No, I'm good.
So
because we won in earlier in the summer.
In Fort Worth.
Yeah,
Did
were
you win
on
in Fort Worth?
We were on a roll.
Yeah, we won
Yeah.
every
And
game that
how many
weekend.
times have you beat Sean and I since you've been back to Iowa?
0.
Yeah. So
But I did win Monopoly Deal last night.
Yes,
you did. You did win
Came
that
from
last
behind.
night. And it was 14-14 last night. So they almost beat us. Probably tonight's the night.
Hopefully.
But we have other activities. We're going to Boot Barn, right? Amy is dressing Steve in full Texas apparel.
Right. I have to have the right gear
Yeah.
in order to fit in. And I'm into fitting in. So
Yeah. Thank you, Bev, for understanding. It is not often since my kids, I only have one in town. So when they're here, and they're here till next Sunday. But I promise I'll have the pricing done before next Sunday. Judy, I'm glad you're here. And Kathy and Bridget. Yay. Okay, so here's my template for the fun card. When I get done making this, Amy will make a box. And Steve was sweet and even put measurements in for me, didn't you?
I did.
So we're starting with a standard card, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. For this card, I'm using Garden Green. On the original card, I just used, if my card base is white, I always use the thick basic white. So I'm going to do green, and this card opened up this way, so I'm going to do this one sideways, just so you have lots of options. On the front of this card, I did use DSP, so I did that again. Oh, that's where some of the DSP went that I couldn't find when I was showing you all the pieces. So I'm going to use 2 pieces, and they're 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And you know something? I think I left the glue over here. I did.
So when we were at the fair, besides buying food to eat, there's lots of other things you can shop for. I mean,
Do you
you
know
could buy
what fair we're talking about?
the
It's
Iowa State Fair.
the
It's
great Iowa State Fair, the most magnificent
It
fair in
is
the
the
land,
greatest
right?
state fair.
I'm really
Land.
into that
There's-
one, but I really like
There was
it.
an actual Broadway musical created about the Iowa State Fair. So, but you could get anything from an F-150 pickup to a hot tub, tractors, RVs. But you know,
Yeah, tell them what you and Sean are shopping for on Friday when you go back.
We just like to look at the RVs. We have no intention of actually buying one, but we like to see what they look like inside.
it is pretty cool the way they're laid out. So, I found a cowboy hat. So here's the thing: I have a cowboy hat that is black, thick felt, and you just can't wear it in the summer. And I was trying to explain this to Beth, how hot it gets. And so I got a white straw cowboy hat.
Which is kind of funny because when we were in Houston in March, Steve and I went to the Houston Rodeo when we were at the Stampin' Up! Convention. And that is like the state fair, you said, kind of.
I mean, there's the
You
state
have
fair
a
in
state
Texas,
fair.
but in Houston,
Isn't the Houston
It's
Rodeo
kind-
better?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never been to the Texas State Fair, but
So-
I'm partial being from Houston, so I like the rodeo.
We went to the Houston Rodeo, and Steve got his hat cleaned, and he got a new band for his hat, got everything spiffed up, and then came home and said, now I need a summer hat.
I do. I mean,
So-
it's just what you need. Something you gotta have. So, luckily, my wonderful daughter-in-law backed me up on this. So I got to buy my hat.
Yes.
So I'm feeling good about it. So now you have the background layers.
Yeah, so next I'm going to put on this red piece, and it is 2 1/2 by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to adhere it centered on the card. And on this original card, this is Lemon Lolly. This card is a little thick for mailing. We might have to come up with something else to send the winner. Have you talked about Prize Patrol, Steve?
No, but you know what? I'll run that banner. Well, now that you've reminded me.
Okay. So then the next layer after that is 2 1/4 by 4. And this is Granny Apple Green. And I use the Merry Christmas from the Reindeer Fun, and I heat embossed it in white. And before we put that on, we're going to do another fun die that's from this Reindeer Fun, is these lights. And I'm trying to mimic the lights in the background of the DSP. So I cut them out in white, and then I cut them again in red and garden green. And I went and snipped all the light bulbs off. And then I used my take your pick tool, and I added green and red bulbs. I thought about it. You could do all red or all green. What do you think, Amy? Does it look better with white since it matches the background paper?
Yeah.
Since it had, I tried to make it like that. And then we're going to glue these pieces on. And I have kind of a mess here. I'm looking for my silicone mat.
My dad commented hi from Tilly, and that's their dog. So.
Even Amy's dog is watching.
The dog probably recognizes you.
She probably is in the room with them watching because she has to be wherever people are.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is the glue gun back in service?
You know, it was earlier. I like the glue gun. Thank you, Chris. Because it spits out little bits, but it doesn't like it when I use it earlier in the day and then I come back to it.
Aren't you supposed to like put a little cap on it or something?
Yeah, that's what you would do if you'd want it to work. But how fun would that be if you did a video and everything just worked? It would it'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it?
It's like my baking videos. It's always more entertaining when something goes wrong.
Right.
Yeah, Amy, tell them about your baking video.
So every year on Christmas Eve, I make some kind of, it's usually a cake, some kind of Christmas dessert. And I put it on Facebook and Instagram stories just for fun. And sometimes they turn out really good and sometimes they don't. I've really only ever had one that turned out kind of not the way it was supposed to, but they're still fun to make.
And how did you start doing those?
My uncle told me that I needed to stop making Watergate salad for holidays because it was too simple. And so I was like, fine, I'll make a Yule log. And I didn't realize how hard it would be. So then I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? And so I just thought I'd put it on Facebook. My parents didn't know I was going to do it. And so they just got on Facebook Christmas Eve and they were like, what is this? What are you doing? And then they enjoyed it. And they were like, when's your next one coming up? So it's just something fun to do.
It's become a tradition.
It has. I think I've done it 6 times.
So last year was the first time you were at our house on Christmas Eve, so we got to experience the video making and
that was pretty spectacular,
and we got to
too.
share. We go to my sister's for Christmas Eve, and everyone enjoyed the cake. So I'm just going to trim off these edges. That's what you do when you decorate your Christmas tree, right? When you get done, you just
trim off the edges.
Trim off the edges.
I didn't know we could do that.
Get it the way you want it. Oh, Kathy in Colorado. Amy, I have a cheesecake recipe that's to die for. It makes its own crust and not graham cracker. So
that's my least favorite part of cheesecake. So
you should send that to me, Kathy, and I'll forward that to Amy. Okay, so I am gonna pop this layer up on Stampin' Dimensionals, and then the front of the card will be done. So is there anybody watching who already knows they're going to do the Reindeer Day Stamp Camp with us? I do have a stamp camp this weekend too, attention shoppers, and that is Saturday. And we'll do that, Steve, before we go to Revelton. So that'll be fun.
Okay, so Kathy is saying something about her fudge recipe. She's not saying she'll send the fudge recipe. She said that the cheesecake recipe she will send is almost as good as the fudge recipe.
So a lot of you know Steve makes fudge for people. And Kathy, on our call, Kathy is part of Stamping Joy Club, which we love. And Kathy, so that goes the hour before this video. And Kathy was telling Steve and I that she's sending us fudge.
I can't wait.
That will be so nice.
So the only time I am ever competitive about fudge is at the state fair. All the rest of the time, I am as open to trying other people's fudge as you can be because I like fudge.
Can you highlight Kimberly? She's doing Stamp Camp. And actually, can you type in the host code, Steve?
I certainly can. In
It's
the comments?
right here. Yeah. It's right here. And the thing that looks like a Z is a 2, just in case you're wondering. And also I need a new measurement.
Okay.
This white, it's basic white, and it's 1 inch by 11 inches. And then it's scored at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. And then it folds together. It's like an M, like McCullough. And if you see this, actually, I take that back. It's like a W. It's like warthog. It's a W. And once you get your W made, pile it on top of each other. And we're going to center it, but I'm leaving it, as you can see from this one, a little ways from the edge. Now on this card, because it was white, I put 2 colored layers inside. Since this one is green, I'm going to leave the layers off. But if you want to do it like that card, it's 4 by 5 1/4 and 2 of those. But this one is just going to have the white layer. And I'm going to have trouble with my glue all night. We might need to get a new bottle of glue out for you, Amy. I don't know if Amy's going to stick around if I give her glue that she has to fight with. So I am adhering the whole pile made into a W to the side. And then I'm going to put the glue on this side. I think this is the easiest way to do this type of card because you want this center seam to line up in the center, and it'll line up if you do it this way. At least that's the plan. And we love it when a plan comes together, so we'll see. I did not do it this way on the first card. So, what else do we know tonight?
You adhere it by closing the card. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to give it a minute to stick.
So, back to the Iowa State Fair. The other thing about this fair is they crowned the biggest of everything. So they have the biggest bull, who weighed like 5,000 pounds or something. And they had the biggest boar, who weighed 1,400 pounds. They had the biggest ram, sheep, and he was 560 pounds. Yeah. And then they had the biggest pumpkin.
Yes.
I think you were impressed with the pumpkin, weren't you?
Yes, it was over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
So it was huge.
Yeah. And they said the biggest pumpkin we've ever had at the fair was...
It's like 2,300 pounds
Yeah,
or something.
it's just crazy. Oh, can you highlight Janice too? Janice is also doing the stamp camp. Thank you, Kimberly and Janice. I appreciate that. Okay, now for these center squares, I think Steve has another graphic. The bigger square is 2 1/4 inch square, and the center one is a 2 inch square.
Okay.
And you can see on the original card, I did on the outside white, blue, white, blue. Sorry. I'm over here by Amy. I should come back over here in my own space.
You want to be close to your daughter-in-law.
So you can vary it. Just make it however you want it. One thing I don't do, I like putting everything on dimensionals, but you can't on this card because look how thick it is. So don't put dimensionals in here. We want the card to shut, and already I'm not sure you can mail it. But you can give it to someone in person, and they would love it. So, what I did for these is I used things from the Reindeer Days suite. Would this be holly leaves? Mm-hmm. The holly leaves is just DSP 2 inch squares. Christmas is Better Together is also part of the stamp set. This is just a 1/4 inch strip of the garden green. It's basic or real red. And then on this one, we used that embossing, the Forever Plaid embossing. Even though it's huge, we used it for this little square and put a rhinestone on it. So on a card, I would probably pop that wreath up.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of your samplers, except with tiny little squares.
Yes. So you know something? I should make a sampler with Reindeer Days.
I think you should. You've already got 3 ideas.
I think I should too. So, have you all seen the samplers? Judy is asking what Stamp Camp is. Judy, I do Stamp Camp. This one is with the Reindeer Days. It's in the new fall mini catalog. And if you buy everything in that suite, It's on page 27. I can't show it to you, but you get the twine, you get the embellishments, the DSP. It adds up to $90. If you buy that with my host code, then the stamp camp is free. You get 12 card kits sent to your home, and you get 12 more cards done live on the stamp camp, and it's just super fun.
Okay, when you say done live, what does that mean?
A live presentation, and the demos are from New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Canada, and the US. So there's great accents, great ideas. So
very
some of
fired
you
up.
gals that do stamp camp, I know you do it for different reasons. Some people do it for ideas for their own classes. Some people do it because it's for demos or customers. Some people do it because as a demo, you just need to do something fun for you. There's lots of stamping techniques given, lots of new ideas. Now when you're stamping the ones that are on here, put the glue there, and then I'm just centering the square here. And I'm centering it on the white layer and just trying to center it so they all stack up. Again, this is heat embossed in white. The outer squares are 2 1/4. Oops, and I was going to put the glue everywhere. Don't do that. Just put the glue right here, and then everything will be okay, right? Were you guys going to stop me? Or were you going to watch me?
I was busy
You
chatting
both
with
were
people.
going to watch me, weren't you?
I've made that same mistake before when scrapbooking.
Yes. Yeah, Amy is a big scrapbooker. And I haven't told you this yet, Amy. Amy does Paper Pumpkin with me. And Stampin' Up! Bought a company close to my heart. And so we're going to start having scrapbooking supplies starting in September.
Oh, okay.
So at the end of August. So I used to be a scrapbooker too. And I'm going to start scrapbooking again because Stampin' Up! Is going to make it easy with scrapbooking supplies. Oh, thank you, Janice.
So, you know, Beth, I think we have a couple thousand photographs that you could use for scrapbooking.
Wait, are you shaming me?
No, I'm just pointing out.
And you're saying you want to become a scrapbooker?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. Well, the reason I switched from scrapbooking to stamping is twice. Jennifer, I'm glad you're back tonight. Yay. And Mary Harris, I'm glad you're here. Mary Harris's daughter is getting married.
Oh, congratulations,
So
Mary.
exciting. The wedding is coming up very soon. So, Judy, send me an email, Beth@stampingmom.com, and I will tell you how you do it. If you're a demo, you need to use a different email so you can order from a different demo, or you can go into your customer view and use my host code, but I can tell you how to do that. So what do you guys think? So we have Christmas lights on the front, and it opens up like this. And then probably what I would do is just put a standard 4 by 5 1/4 on the back to write the sentiment, and I would decorate this too. One of the things we could put that comes with the suite, and we're using in the stamp camp, are these peppermint embellishments, which are darling.
Uh-oh, Paige just let the cat out of the bag. They have categories for contests at the State Fair for cards and scrapbooking pages.
Paige is actually my friend Jude that's on my team.
Hi,
I'm glad to
Jude.
see you, Jude.
Sorry.
And her daughter's name is Paige.
Well,
And Jude, did you enter at the State Fair? Oh, Kimberly Barbish, will you highlight that too? She's talking about what she likes about Stamp Camp. Anyway, here is my sideways card with the fun folds. And these will be on my blog tomorrow morning. And here is my up and down card. Now, another thing that comes in the suite that you don't have to buy to get the Stamp Camp is the boxes. And let's trade places. Do you want to talk about the boxes, Amy? And
What
do
was
you
the
need a
temperature
box
today?
from over here to... The temperature today was in the 70s, right?
it's like 78.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we got to 78.
Yes, Craig and Debbie. I'm sorry, but Amy, you haven't seen much above 83 since you got here?
No,
And it's been
really
as low as 63 maybe?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Come to Iowa in August if you want. Judy, thanks for the sweet comment.
All right, so with the box, they come flat, and then I had to learn how to fold these earlier today. Luckily, on the paper pumpkin ones, they don't come with the little adhesive. You have to fold it, and I'm not very good at folding them and making them stick. So just folds in there.
So if you were making this box, well, you are making the box, what would you put in it? What would you gift someone for Christmas?
I think it's the perfect size for like 2 Reese's trees.
Do you know anyone that likes Reese's peanut butter trees?
Sean loves them.
Yes, he does.
That's probably my fault. Oh, your dad and mom are on their way here. Yay! We have room for you.
These boxes are a little different than the ones that I've done before. They kind of fold up like a little book, so I thought that was kind of fun. And then the box goes here, which again, it comes with the adhesive already on it, which I like.
Kathy's suggesting it's not big enough for fudge. I think it actually is big enough for fudge, depending on how many you have to give out. Because, it all depends. For somebody you really, really like, that you need to give a bigger piece, then no, it's not big enough.
So Jennifer, you said you need a new demo. I would love to be your demo. We should chat.
So we won't close this one up, or then we won't be able to use it. But
Okay. So you can see they're really simple to put together. So
That's really interesting because it's almost like a book.
yeah, it actually, you could decorate it to look like a book.
And I think in the catalog, they even call it that. In the catalog on page 27, they're called book treat boxes. And Amy, you are a book person, so it's appropriate for you to make the book box,
I do.
right?
I love books. Okay. So I have my box here that we made, and then what is this paper? Is it?
The 6x6 DSP that comes in every color, that is garden green. So it's in the Regals set of the 6x6 in the annual catalog. And that piece on there is 3 inches across and 4 inches down. And then we took scissors.
And just trimmed the corners.
And can you tell them why you're decorating the bottom of the box? Or this side of the box?
Oh, because if you do it on this side, the little flap to close it was gonna cover up what we're putting on the front of it.
So we thought it'd be cute to decorate the whole thing. And then when we put something in and close it, they're just going to open it up. But, it matters that it looks cute on the front, right? So our back is the front.
Yeah, although I guess we could have put, well, no, because the adhesive was there. But that's okay.
Yeah. You can do these however you want to do them.
Okay. So then we have the square that was what, 2 by 2? Or no, this one was a little bigger because
it's
I pushed it out.
the second largest of the stylish shape squares.
This one here.
And that's basic red.
That was real red.
Real red. Thank you. Okay, real red has been a color all 20 years I've been a demo. Amy knows the name of the color. And
It's fresh in my mind. And then this, I used the plaid embossing folder to make this pattern here. And then this was this from the reindeer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To make the wreath and the bow. And then I'm just gonna...
And Amy did pop up that wreath.
Yes, I did, with the little mini dimensionals. But I'm gonna pop this up too. And then on this, the sentiment, we used... Where'd they go? They're over here. The Everyday Details dies, the smallest rectangle here. And then for the stamp, I used Trucking Along, and it had Wishing You a Festive Christmas. So I liked it. it was small enough to fit on the little small card, which I thought up while we were eating dinner that it looked too plain without something on it.
To the box.
The dimensions of the box are 3 inches by 4 inches. And yeah, Amy during my call came in and was looking through the stamp sets because don't you do that? You make a card, figure it out, and then you think about it and think of a better idea. So I like it better what she thought of.
This was supposed to be it, but I thought that looked too plain, so that's why we went ahead and made this. And it's the white embossing
Yeah.
pattern on it. I'm gonna pop this up to you.
Lots of suggestions for things that could go in the box. One suggestion was jewelry, because it's always the best thing to put in any box.
Do you want to give me a box of jewelry in it? I'm sure Amy would decorate it for you.
Well, I would have that going for me.
You would.
If I were to want to do that. What else? The other idea was that the flap could have a magnet on it to make it snap when you close the flap.
Oh, we love a good magnet. Amy, do you want to see? Mary Ellen says a gift card will fit in it. Do you want to try the gift card in there?
Oh, it will.
Absolutely. So,
Like a perfect
wouldn't
fit.
that be fun? You could put a gift card and candy in there. So,
Put the card underneath, and it could be the second surprise.
okay. Mary Ellen is going to do some of these for a bazaar for her fire department. That is very fun. And what else?
So another suggestion, you could put tea bags and honey crystals in the box.
Yeah, and the box is 3 inches across, 4 inches up and down, and it's about 1 inch deep.
I'm gonna use the little peppermint.
Do you want to use this to get them off?
Yeah.
And what else? Jan says your square image could be on the front of the box and then tuck the flap under the square. Oh, that's a good idea. We didn't think of that. I just got this set today, so we just started playing with it, but I love that idea. Jennifer says honey crystals and tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun, Jennifer, to decorate it with the Be My Valentine with the bees and the honey bees. That'd be fun to decorate that. Oh, I love that with the peppermint candies on there, Amy.
Put one in the middle of the bow. I put my bow on the top.
That looks very nice.
There we go.
We do have chocolate storybook. Your mom might like some chocolate from the chocolate storybook in that box.
Send me in your order.
Did you hear that?
It was on their list of places to go on Thursday.
Yeah, we're going shopping. Kathy said it's sort of like a buckle card. It is. It's like a buckle box or a book box. Oh, I just love that with the peppermints. Look how easy that is. How long do you think, if you were mass producing those, Amy, how long would it take you? If you did all the cutting at once?
I don't think it would take that long. It really didn't take as long as I thought it would. So.
And you get 10 boxes.
I was going to say, Judy asked if there's a template to make the box, but this is a box you actually get from the catalog.
Yes, this is a box that we purchased from Stampin' Up, and it's $10, and you get 10 boxes. So it's about $1 a box.
The flat box that I made
Yes.
earlier, that was already cut and folded.
Yeah.
Just had to fold it.
Any other questions? So we will do a prize patrol. What do we think? Are these going to fit in an envelope? We might have to just pay extra postage. I'm not sure what you're going to get for prize patrol. We'll have to see on that.
I have an idea for you on that.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we should go ahead and do it.
Amy, Jennifer says genius idea for the box. Good job, Amy.
So if you have not already, if you want to be in the drawing for the box, or not the box, for the card, and you want to be in Prize Patrol, you type #Prize Patrol in the comments. So just all one word scrunched together, just type that in the comments, and then you will automatically be entered.
Okay, Mary Ellen says our coffee shop is going to make me gift cards to go in the boxes. That's awesome. And Amy, Bev says, sweet job, Amy. You're a keeper. We think so as well, Bev.
Couldn't have put it better.
Yes, we are thrilled.
Okay, so what, you guys ready to do the drawing?
How many people are in Prize Patrol?
Well, we can find out in just a second.
And again, Judy and anyone else who is interested, I can give you all the details on the Reindeer Days Stamp Camp.
18
The whole
folks.
thing is free after you purchase $90 from me, but you'll need the items from the Reindeer Days suite in order to make the cards.
Okay, here we go. Round and round.
So Amy, you can vouch for us. Do we pick the name or does it come up automatically?
It is on-
Kathy Walton is the winner. Congratulations, Kathy. It's been raining every day in Colorado, so you will be thrilled to get some happy mail. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Amy, as always, thank you for joining us here on the video. We're going to head to Boot Barn in a few minutes, and more information about this will be on my blog tomorrow morning. And we'll be back next Tuesday with another card idea. Do you have anything else, dear?
Nope. Gotta
Okay.
get those square-toed cowboy boots. I've
Thanks.
been after.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a blessed week.